Let's walk on the wise path.
Welcome to this video on 6 ways to avoid boredom, inspired by the wisdom of Arthur Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer was a German philosopher who lived in the 19th century and is well known for his philosophical ideas on the human condition, including the problem of boredom. In this video, we will explore Schopenhauer's views on boredom and his suggestions on how to overcome it. 1. Appreciate the beauty of everyday life. Appreciating the beauty of everyday life is a powerful antidote to boredom. Too often, we go through our lives on autopilot, rushing from one task to another without taking the time to stop and appreciate the simple pleasures that surround us. However, when we take the time to observe and appreciate the beauty in our everyday lives, we can find joy and meaning in even the most mundane of tasks. One of the keys to appreciating the beauty of everyday life is to cultivate a sense of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present and engaged in the current moment, without judgment. It requires us to slow down and pay attention to the sights, sounds, smells, and sensations around us. By practicing mindfulness, we can develop a greater appreciation for the beauty of our everyday lives. One way to cultivate mindfulness is to start by paying attention to our breath. When we focus on our breath, we are forced to slow down and pay attention to the present moment. This can help us become more aware of our surroundings and appreciate the beauty in our everyday lives. Another way to cultivate mindfulness is to practice gratitude. When we take the time to appreciate the things we have, we can develop a greater sense of appreciation for our lives and the world around us. Another important aspect of appreciating the beauty of everyday life is to take the time to stop and smell the roses, so to speak. This means taking the time to appreciate the small moments of beauty that often go unnoticed in our busy lives. It can be something as simple as the way the sunlight filters through the trees, the sound of birds singing in the morning, or the taste of a freshly brewed cup of coffee. Another way to appreciate the beauty of everyday life is to focus on the people around us. We often take our friends and family for granted, but by taking the time to appreciate their presence in our lives, we can find greater meaning and purpose. This can involve spending time with loved ones, expressing gratitude for their support and care, and simply being present with them in the moment. It is also important to appreciate the beauty of the natural world around us. Whether it's a walk in the park or a hike in the mountains, spending time in nature can be a powerful way to connect with the beauty of the world around us. By taking the time to appreciate the natural world, we can find a greater sense of peace and tranquility, which can help us avoid the boredom that often comes with routine. 2. Focus on the present moment. Schopenhauer's suggestion to focus on the present moment is a powerful tool for avoiding boredom and finding greater satisfaction in our lives. When we are fully engaged in the present moment, we are able to appreciate the richness and complexity of our experiences, rather than simply going through the motions of daily life. One of the main reasons why we struggle to focus on the present moment is because our minds are constantly preoccupied with the past or future. We often ruminate on past mistakes or missed opportunities, or we worry about the future and all the potential challenges that lie ahead. When our minds are caught up in these thoughts, we are unable to fully engage with the present moment and we miss out on the beauty and richness of our experiences. To overcome this tendency to dwell on the past or future, Schopenhauer suggests that we practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a practice that involves paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations in the present moment, without judgment. By becoming more aware of our inner experiences, we are able to disengage from our thoughts and focus on the present moment. One way to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Meditation involves sitting in a quiet place and focusing on your breath or a particular sensation in your body. As thoughts arise, you simply observe them without judgment, and then return your attention to your breath or sensation. Through this practice, you learn to become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, and you develop greater control over your mind. Another way to practice mindfulness is to simply focus on the present moment as you go about your daily activities. For example, if you are walking outside, pay attention to the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. Notice the color of the leaves on the trees, the feel of the breeze on your skin, and the sound of birds chirping in the distance. By focusing on these sensory experiences, you are able to fully engage with the present moment and avoid the boredom that often comes with routine. In addition to practicing mindfulness, there are other strategies that can help us stay present in the moment. One strategy is to set aside time each day for activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. This could be something as simple as reading a book, listening to music, or spending time with friends and family. By prioritizing these activities, we are able to fully engage with the present moment and find greater satisfaction in our daily lives. Another strategy is to engage in activities that require our full attention and focus. This could be something like playing a musical instrument, doing a puzzle, or practicing a sport. By engaging in these activities, we are able to fully immerse ourselves in the present moment and avoid the distractions that often lead to boredom. Overall, focusing on the present moment is a powerful tool for avoiding boredom and finding greater satisfaction in our lives. By practicing mindfulness, setting aside time for activities that bring us joy, and engaging in activities that require our full attention and focus, we are able to fully engage with the present moment and find meaning and purpose in our daily lives. So, the next time you find yourself feeling bored or restless, try focusing on the present moment and see how it can help you find greater satisfaction and fulfillment in your life. 3. Learn something new. Learning something new is one of the most effective ways to avoid boredom and enhance our personal growth and development. Arthur Schopenhauer recognized the importance of learning in his philosophy, stating that boredom arises when we feel like we are not growing or developing in some way. By learning something new, we can challenge ourselves and keep our minds engaged, which can help us avoid boredom. Learning something new can take many forms, such as taking a class, reading a book, or practicing a new skill. Learning can also occur in many different areas of our lives, from academic pursuits to creative endeavors to practical skills. The key is to find something that interests us and challenges us to expand our knowledge and abilities. One of the most significant benefits of learning something new is that it can enhance our personal growth and development. When we learn something new, we are expanding our knowledge and skills, which can help us become more confident, competent, and capable. Learning can also help us develop a sense of purpose and direction in our lives as we discover new interests and passions that can guide us towards our goals and aspirations. Another benefit of learning something new is that it can boost our cognitive abilities and mental agility. Learning challenges our brains and keeps them active, which can help us maintain our cognitive function and prevent cognitive decline as we age. Learning can also improve our memory and focus, as we must retain and apply new information in meaningful ways. Learning something new can also provide us with a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. When we learn something new, we often feel a sense of pride and achievement, as we have taken on a new challenge and succeeded in mastering it. This can boost our self-esteem and confidence, which can have positive effects on all areas of our lives. Learning something new can also expand our social and cultural horizons. When we learn something new, we often interact with others who share our interests and passions, which can lead to new friendships and connections. Learning can also expose us to new cultures, perspectives, and ways of thinking, which can broaden our understanding of the world and enhance our empathy and compassion for others. One of the most significant barriers to learning something new is fear. We may fear failure, rejection, or the unknown, which can prevent us from taking risks and trying new things. However, it is essential to recognize that failure is a natural part of the learning process, and that we can learn from our mistakes and failures to become better and more resilient learners. To overcome our fears and embrace learning, we can start small and gradually build up our confidence and competence. We can also seek out supportive environments and resources, such as classes, workshops, mentors, or online communities that can provide us with the guidance and encouragement we need to succeed. 4. Cultivate your interests. Cultivating your interests is one of the most effective ways to avoid boredom, according to the wisdom of Arthur Schopenhauer. When we are not pursuing things that interest us, life can seem dull and monotonous, leading to feelings of boredom and apathy. However, by exploring our interests and pursuing our passions, we can find a sense of purpose and direction in life, which can help us avoid boredom and lead to greater happiness and fulfillment. The first step in cultivating your interests is to identify what those interests are. This may involve trying new things or exploring areas that you have always been curious about. For example, if you have always been interested in art, you might take a class or visit a museum to learn more about different art forms and techniques. Similarly, if you have always been interested in music, you might start playing an instrument or attending concerts and music festivals. Once you have identified your interests, the next step is to actively pursue them. This may involve setting goals and creating a plan to achieve them. For example, if your interest is in writing, you might set a goal to write a certain number of pages each day or to submit your work to a writing contest or publication. By setting goals and creating a plan, you can stay motivated and focused, which can help you avoid the boredom that often comes with lack of direction or purpose. Another important aspect of cultivating your interests is to find ways to connect with others who share those interests. This can involve joining a club or organization, attending meetups or conferences, or simply reaching out to others who share your passion. By connecting with others who share your interests, you can find a sense of community and support, which can help you stay motivated and engaged. In addition to connecting with others, it is also important to continually challenge yourself and push beyond your comfort zone. This may involve trying new things or exploring different aspects of your interests. For example, if your interest is in photography, you might challenge yourself to take photos in different environments, or to experiment with different techniques or equipment. By pushing beyond your comfort zone, you can expand your skills and knowledge, which can help you stay engaged and interested in your passions. Another important aspect of cultivating your interests is to practice self-care and maintain a healthy balance between your interests and other areas of your life. This may involve setting boundaries and prioritizing your time and energy to ensure that you are taking care of yourself and meeting your other obligations. For example, you might set aside certain times of the day or week to work on your interests, while also ensuring that you are getting enough sleep, exercise, and social interaction. Finally, it is important to remember that cultivating your interests is not just about achieving external success or recognition. Rather, it is about finding joy and fulfillment in the process of pursuing your passions. By focusing on the journey rather than the destination, you can find meaning and purpose in your life, which can help you avoid boredom and lead to greater happiness and fulfillment. 5. Focus on your health. Schopenhauer believed that boredom arises when we neglect our physical and mental health. This statement aligns with the idea that a healthy body leads to a healthy mind. Therefore, in this section, we will explore the different aspects of health and how focusing on each one can help avoid boredom. Physical health. Taking care of our physical health is vital for overall well-being. Neglecting it can lead to physical ailments that can interfere with daily life and cause boredom. Here are some ways to focus on physical health. Exercise regularly. Exercise helps to reduce stress, improve mood, and promote overall physical health. It also increases energy levels, which can help you stay motivated and engaged in daily activities. Choose an exercise routine that you enjoy, such as jogging, swimming, or dancing, and stick to it. Eat a healthy diet. a healthy diet is essential for maintaining good physical health. Focus on eating a balanced diet that includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Avoid processed and junk food, as they can make you feel sluggish and unmotivated. Get enough sleep. Sleep is essential for physical health. Lack of sleep can cause fatigue, irritability, and lack of motivation. Aim for 7-8 hours of sleep per night to feel refreshed and energized. Mental health. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and neglecting it can lead to boredom and lack of motivation. Here are some ways to focus on mental health. Practice self-care. Self-care involves taking care of your emotional, mental, and physical needs. Take time to relax, meditate, or do activities that make you feel happy and fulfilled. Seek professional help if needed. Mental health issues, such as depression and anxiety, can cause boredom and lack of motivation. If you are struggling with your mental health, seek professional help. Surround yourself with positive people. The people we surround ourselves with can have a significant impact on our mental health. Choose to spend time with people who are positive, supportive, and uplifting. Emotional health. Emotional health refers to the ability to manage our emotions and maintain emotional stability. Here are some ways to focus on emotional health. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is the act of being thankful for what we have. By practicing gratitude, we can cultivate a positive mindset and avoid feelings of boredom and lack of motivation. Cultivate meaningful relationships. Meaningful relationships with friends, family, or a romantic partner can provide emotional support and help us feel fulfilled and engaged. Pursue hobbies and interests. Pursuing hobbies and interests can provide a sense of purpose and meaning, which can improve emotional health and avoid boredom. 6. Embrace solitude. Embracing solitude can be a powerful tool for personal growth and self-discovery. It allows us to spend time alone with our thoughts, which can help us gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. While solitude is often associated with loneliness or isolation, it can actually be a positive and enriching experience when approached in the right way. One of the main benefits of embracing solitude is that it can help us develop a greater sense of self-awareness. When we spend time alone, we are forced to confront our thoughts and emotions without the distractions of others. This can be an uncomfortable experience at first, but it can also be incredibly liberating. By being honest with ourselves about our fears, desires, and motivations, we can gain a better understanding of who we are and what we want out of life. Another benefit of embracing solitude is that it can help us become more comfortable with ourselves. When we are constantly surrounded by others, we can become overly reliant on external validation and approval. By spending time alone, we can learn to appreciate our own company and become more self-sufficient. This can help us develop greater confidence and independence, which can serve us well in all areas of our lives. Embracing solitude can also help us become more creative and productive. When we are alone, we are free to pursue our own interests and passions without the distractions of others. This can be a great opportunity to explore new ideas, work on personal projects, or simply reflect on our life. By taking the time to focus on our own needs and goals, we can become more productive and fulfilled in our personal and professional lives. Of course, embracing solitude is not always easy. It can be challenging to spend time alone with our thoughts, especially if we are not used to it. We may feel bored, restless, or anxious when we first begin to embrace solitude. However, with practice, we can learn to enjoy the benefits of solitude and make it a regular part of our lives. One way to embrace solitude is to start small. We don't need to spend hours alone at first. Instead, we can start by taking short breaks throughout the day to reflect on our thoughts and feelings. We can also try to find moments of solitude in our daily routines, such as taking a quiet walk or enjoying a cup of tea by ourselves. Another way to embrace solitude is to find activities that we enjoy doing alone. This can be anything from reading a book to practicing yoga to painting. By finding activities that we enjoy doing alone, we can make solitude a more positive and fulfilling experience. It's also important to remember that embracing solitude does not mean we have to give up our relationships with others. While spending time alone can be beneficial, it's also important to maintain social connections and spend time with loved ones. However, by learning to appreciate our own company and becoming more self-aware, we can become better friends, partners, and co-workers. Schopenhauer offers us some valuable insights on how to avoid boredom. By appreciating the beauty of everyday life, focusing on the present moment, learning something new, cultivating our interests, focusing on our health, and embracing solitude, we can find meaning, purpose, and enjoyment in our lives. So, next time you feel bored, try one of Schopenhauer's suggestions and see how it can help you avoid boredom and find greater satisfaction in your daily life. Thank you for watching this video.